Welcome back to U.S. Farm Report. Trusted, timely, tradition.
Welcome back. Well, a survey from Forbes found that 78% of pet owners acquired pets during the pandemic. It's a booming segment and one that researchers here at Kansas State University are working to serve up pet food products that meet a growing appetite.
We take our designation as the state's land-grant university very, very seriously. And so those are things that we do that no other four-year institution of higher learning does. And so we are embracing that historic mission and really kind of moving it forward because we really believe that's the way to solve these problems going forward.
Kansas is the second largest pet food producer in the nation, next to Missouri.
With nearly 3,000 pet food related jobs across the state today, Kansas State University Pet Food Program Director Greg Aldridge is helping feed that growth, but through research.
The focus of our research is really on companion animal nutrition and the foods that we provide those dogs and cats.
The Pet Foods program here at Kansas State University explores not only the ingredients, but the process that helps create foods for dogs and cats, with a special focus on nutrition, shelf life, and food safety.
Specifically, we're looking at ingredients and the process and how they come together to create foods for our dogs and cats. And our specific area is to look at the effects of those ingredients and processing on nutrition, shelf life, and safety of foods.
Aldridge says considering there's more than 180 million dogs and cats today, the pet food market is one with a growing hunger.
So the idea is that we need to make sure that the foods we provide them have all of the full nutrients and that we deliver it to them in a bioavailable way, and that they're safe from pathogens, and that they are also safe from a long-term storage standpoint. So shelf life is really key.
Today, the U.S. pet food market is a $42 billion market, and Aldridge says that grows anywhere from 5 to 10% each year.
The types of crops, the types of ingredients that we use are generally cereals, so corn, wheat, rice. Specifically in the proteins category, we're looking at beef, chicken, and various types of fish. We're trying to bring those proteins and those starches together to form a perfect pet food.
And a new ingredient this program is working to tap into, dried distiller's grains.
And what happens is as we're moving that starch out of the ingredient into ethanol with yeast, we're concentrating the protein level, and the yeast also are providing more protein.
But what may be even more impressive about the growing pet food market and the research here at Kansas State is how what some consider waste in the food manufacturing process can actually be a valuable ingredient for dogs and cats.
The pet food industry has been very supportive of the entire food complex. If you think about it this way, if we're manufacturing or we're producing beef or we're producing chicken for our edible meals for our tables, only about 50% of that material and 50% of that meat product ends up on our plate. The other 50% is a co-product that has to go somewhere.
And he says it's a similar scenario for grains.
My hypothesis is that pet foods actually provide a floor or make our food less expensive.
From new technology and creating new treats to also looking at even more ingredients that could be fed to dogs and cats, the pet food program at Kansas State isn't finished uncovering a future of pet food.
A couple of ingredients we've added to the queue are things like miscanthus grass, which is a purpose-grown fiber source coming out of the southeast Kansas and southwest Missouri.
As the biggest growth today just may be how sustainable the pet food market will be for years to come.
The idea that we're going to leave our world better shape than what we found it. Pet has been a big player in that, as I've just described previously about co-products and where they fit, but being able to capture that additional value and communicate it to the pet owner for the next decade or century.
Well, pet food may be in high demand, but what about meat demand when it comes to consumers? We will talk about that with our marketing roundtable from Kansas State University when we come back.